Hi, I'm Ellen Allmendinger. Welcome back to Tahoma Cemetery. Today we're going to talk about some of the wonderful women who played a very active role in our valley's history. This is Mary M. Detmer Donald. She was born in 1878 in New Jersey. When she was a young woman, she climbed on a boat on the East Coast and traveled around the continent to arrive in the western United States. She came to Yakima to spend time with her uncle George Vance and his wife Jean, who are buried behind me. That was when she met her future husband, George Donald. The two married in 1904. They eventually built the Donald House, which is also known as the Women's Century Club today, on North 2nd Street. It still stands. She was active in the community. She had her own hotel building, the Empire Hotel, and she was also asked to become president of the Yakima National Bank after her husband George died in 1919. After George's death, she stayed in Yakima until the mid-1920s and then returned to the East Coast with her children. After her death over there, they brought her body back and she was laid to rest next to George. This is Rose Larson. She was born in 1869 in Vancouver. When she was a year old, she moved south to Washington State with her family and settled in the Atanum area. She was one of the first children to attend the Woodcock Academy there. When she entered into her teens, she married her first husband, Mr. Parker. They moved to Western Washington. After their divorce, she moved back to the Yakima area with her children. It was there that she married her second husband, Mr. A. Larson. After their marriage, they built the Rosedale Manor. While he was busy doing construction on the Larson building, she was busy doing things like forming the Yakima Women's Club, the 20th Century Club, and then the joining of the two for the Women's Century Club in Yakima. She was also active in other women's clubs. She's responsible for the founding of Rosama, which still exists today, and other young women associations. After the death of her husband in 1934, she donated a lot of acreage to the Yakima Valley Community College. She also donated funds for the Larsen Gallery, as well as other community-related projects. Rose died in 1945 in Ellensburg, Washington. She was brought back to Yakima and laid to rest in the mausoleum next to her husband. Thanks for joining us today as we shared the stories of some of the women who contributed to our valley. Speaking of contributions, this wonderful bench was contributed to the cemetery by the Daughters of the American Revolution Narcissa Whitman chapter in town. Join us next time as we talk about more people interned within the cemetery.